Sorry, YouTube. So, hello. It's been a while since I've done a video because I've been doing lots of coursework and that's been taking up a lot of my time. But yesterday I went to my locals as normal, but I took with me a completely random deck which I built a few weeks ago. Tried it last week and I didn't do too good, so made a couple of changes and it did a lot better. Nearly topped, but lost so many of my rounds went to time. So I'll go over that in a bit, but here's my deck. 1 Dark Arm Dragon, because he's good for the deck. 1 Tragodia. 1 BLS. 1 Chaos Sorcerer. 1 Caius. 1 Gauze. 1 Sangan, and a Battle Fader. They're my one-offs. My 2s, I've got 2 Thunder King Ryo, 2 Raikos, 2 Breaker Magical Warrior, and 2 Effect Veiler. And for my 3 orcs, I just have 3 Gravekeeper Spy. For my spells, I have 2 Duality, 2 MST, 1 Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, and a Book of Moon. No Heavy Storm because of the amount of back row I decided to run with the deck, as you'll see now. So I've got 2 TT, 2 Compulse, 2 Deprison, 2 Solemn Warning, 2 Bottomless, 2 Bribe, 1 Road, and a Judgment. So as you can see, I've got quite a chaos sort of looking deck. It's like chaos, monster mash, random stuff. So let's now go on to my side deck, and I'll explain like the matchups I would use them all for. Master Restrict, obviously frogs, like Froggy Monarchs, so anything which requires lots of tributing, so heretics, there's some are still around, but not many. So that's why I've only got this card at 1. 2 Noblemen. I used this against Lightsworn and obviously Gear Gaia, and just general stuff like that. Didn't see it. I saw it once though, it was alright. 2 Puppet Plants for the Samurais and hero matches up, or hero matchups. Didn't use it because I didn't face them. 2 Cyber Dragons for those pesky machine matchups, wind-ups and Gear Gaia. So I sided them in and I saw them once, but it didn't come in handy. 2 Penguin Soldier, such a good card. I sided this in against Gear Gaia and used it to bounce 2 Gear Gaia X. So that was really good. 2 Fossil Dino, Samurai matchups, wind-up matchups, just anything which spams a lot. 2 Jade Disappearance, wind-ups, used its Spanish triple wind-up route from the deck, just general stuff like that. Last but not least, 2 Snowman, again for the hero and samurai matchups. So pretty simple. There's no point making it really complicated, it just won't make any sense. Now for the extra, 1 Chimera Tech for the Cyber Dragon, 1 Maestro, I probably made that the most. Pearl didn't make, Utopia Ray didn't make, Utopia didn't make, Pappy didn't make. Then for my Synchros, I have an Android, Scrap Dragon, Stardust, and let's see, that's pretty much it for the main ones. So level 4 plus Veiler, and Gauze plus Veiler for those, and that's Starlight Road. Some other random cards, I have no idea why they're in here. 1 Ancient Sacred Woman, Black Rose, Colossal Fighter. I made that once yesterday up against this junk Synchron Warrior deck. 1 Life Chancellor, 1 Scrap Archfiend, and a Thought Ruler. And then Force Token. So yeah, pretty simple deck, lots of random one-off. Well, the majority of the deck is just in 2s. So as you can see there, I've got quite a few monsters, not many spells, and a decent amount of traps. From like the usage yesterday, I would probably take out Starlight Road. I only managed to get its effect once, and that was in a friendly right after the tournament ended, and there were 5 rounds. I ended up going 3-2. So round 1, I faced this random Warrior Synchro deck. It was played by this little kid. I didn't bother using any of my side deck cards for it, didn't see the point. Game 2, I literally saw no monsters other than Baylor for like 10 turns. So it's just Sangan beat down after that for like 4 turns, and it was just monster reborn one of your big monsters and kill you with it. So that was pretty simple, I won that. Round 2, it was wind-ups, and I lost on time. He won round 1, I won round 2 when it went to time. Round 3 it started on time and I just opened 4 with double solemn and stuff like that, which isn't good at all. For that matchup I sided in, what was it? 2 Chains of Spirits, 2 Fossil Diner, 2 Penguin, Cyber Dragons. So, I saw the Penguin Soldiers and again, nobody expected it, it was really good. Round 3 I was up against Scrap Gear Guy or something like that. I won round 1 because I just stopped him. He won round 2 because he got all his plays off. And that game he attacked into my Penguin Soldier and didn't expect it. He expected it to be a Spire or a Riker, I believe. So that helped. It bounced 2 of his Gear Guy and X, so which was pretty funny. And then on time I have the last turn. So I have a Spy on field, Thunder King in hand. So I flip Spy, he goes Veiler, kind of depressing. Summon Thunder King, activate Torrential Tribute if I can find it. Blow them both up. So he now has an empty field. He had 1 back row at that time, but I had to do the damage, so it was like, okay, I think he had like a decoy or whatever you want to call it. And in my hand at that time I just had a Chaos, BLS and Chaos Orc, so it was like, which one do you want to die by? He opted for the BLS, which is like, game. Kind of a gay way to win, but on time it always is. So, round 4, I faced Light Swans. I won this match. I was pretty happy about that. I wasn't happy on the manner of the win though. Game 1, I just managed to stall him out, so he ended up decking out. He had to dark hole his own field, and in the end he just ran out of draws because he couldn't do enough damage to me. It was kind of a sad way to win, but we'll win nonetheless. And in the end, if you're using Light Swans, you've got to be prepared for that. I had a Battle Fader, Doors, Tragodia to stop him from killing me. Round 2 he won because he just was using Light Swords and just sacked the hell out of me. And then went to time again. I had the last turn and I summoned, well, he attacked, well, he went for a big play and attacked. He knew I had the Battle Fader in hand because I had Zip Sangan. So my turn is just like, oh, awesome. Tribute that, summon Kaya, use his effect to banish himself, 1000 damage to him, he couldn't win. Well, that was time anyway, so that was first damage and I ended up winning. Chaos move, but it won. And then round 5, I was facing one of my friends using agents. I won round 1, they won round 2, and then on time I made a misplay. I summoned Breaker instead of Caius, because I already had the monster on the field, so I could have done the 1000 damage and then protected myself, but I didn't read the bottomless, so my bad in the end. I was hoping for a bluff or an MST or something similar, or of course Solemns, because on time they're really bad, and in the end I lost because I didn't read it and I made a misplay. So in the end I would probably make one change of switching out the Veiler, but other than, no, not the Veiler, the what's it called, Starlight Road. But other than that, I feel the deck worked really well. If anyone has like any suggestions for me, feel free to comment below or message me. I'll be happy to listen. Okay, see you all later.